Welcome to Coach's Corner, everybody. Thanks for watching the podcast. I'm your host, Coach Tripp, here for Monday night's Goode and Faithful Servant show, where my old teammate at Bama, Kerry Goode, you can see behind me over my shoulder, we deep dive into his book, Goode and Faithful Servant, and we take a chapter every week, and we talk about it. Kerry weaves faith, family, and football into it, and he has ALS, as most of you know. Lou Gehrig's disease, had it for 11 years now, going on 11 years. He'd lost all ability and all the muscle, cannot even talk anymore, but he puts his words into the computer and spits it out in his own voice with amazing technology. We're thankful for that. We're going, I think, a year and a half, 2 years with Kerry's show now. So we tackled day 128. He breaks up his books, chapters into days, total 196 days. And we're on day 138. This chapter is titled, I'll Pray for You. I'll pray for you. I want to believe that when someone says they will pray for you, that they will actually pray. I suspect, however, that far too often we throw this phrase out as a niceism to either make someone feel better or because they don't know what else to say. While I have experienced the dismissive, quote, I'll pray for you, but I'm too busy to actually help, and the scared, I'll pray for you, but the problem is too big for me to deal with, I've been blessed with friends who are very busy, but who have stopped what they are doing and taken time to live life with me. When it would be easier to say, I'll pray for you and hang up the phone, they choose to get in the muck and mire of my depression and pull me out. They choose to get dirty when it'd be easier not to. They said, I'll not only pray for you, I'll live this with you. How can I help you? I'm willing to sacrifice time, energy, and comfort for your well-being. Let's live this messy, difficult, beautiful life together. After we pray, we should also take action. Here are a few ideas to help others during difficult times. Provide rides to doctor's appointments. Go grocery store for them. Clean their house. How about cutting their grass? Maybe a one-on-one Bible study. Cook for them. Call them. Drop a casserole off and just visit them. And probably the most important one is ask them what they need and how you can help. Just do something. God will equip you. He will use you to bless many. You need only to be willing to do something. All right, KG, let's talk about this. I call them friends versus fair weather friends. On my last Saturday show and Tuesday night last night, Jeremiah Castile reminded me of what Coach Bryant used to call them, givers and takers. Wordsmith versus a blacksmith. People who make things happen versus those who watch things happen. KG, talk more about those things that we can do to be there for someone.
Hello, everybody. Come on in close and pull up a chair. Thank you for joining us on the show today. We appreciate you. We love you. And we are glad you decided to spend a little time with us instead of scrolling the internet looking for coupons, conspiracy theories, or that one missing sock from the dryer. You are here with us, and that means something. Now, Paul, my brother, you stepped right into the deep end with this topic. They'll pray for you. That phrase has been used more times than duct tape in a Southern household. And just like duct tape, sometimes it holds things together, and sometimes it is just covering up a mess. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Some folks say they'll pray for you the same way. They say, let me know if you need anything. They do not mean harm. They just do not mean help either. They are what Coach Bryant and Jeremiah could still call takers, wordsmiths. They have a whole dictionary of comforting phrases, but not a single tool in the toolbox. They will send you a prayer emoji so fast your phone will vibrate, but ask them to bring you a sandwich, and suddenly they are in a season of rest. Then you have the givers, the blacksmiths, the folks who do not just talk. They clang, they bang, and they build. They show up with steel-toed boots, a casserole, and a Bible verse they did not Google. These are the people who will pray for you and pick you up for your doctor appointment. They will pray for you and cut your grass. They will pray for you and walk right into your messy life saying, move over, I am coming in. Where is the mop? Praying is powerful, but prayer without action is like having a gym membership and never going. You feel good about it, but nothing changes. So Paul, when you ask what we can do to be there for somebody, here is the truth. Being there means being there, not spiritually, not symbolically, not in theory. I am talking about physically, emotionally, and practically. Boots on the ground, sleeves rolled up, smelling like sweat and purpose. Here is what
Hmm.
real givers do. They do not just say, call me if you need anything. They call you. They do not ask, do you need help? They say, I am already on the way. They do not drop off a frozen lasagna and disappear. They stay long enough to wash the dish you cooked your lasagna in. They do not run from your depression. They climb down in the pit with you and say, scoot over. I am not letting you sit in here alone. They do not pray from a distance. They pray with you, right there. Even if the prayer is short, ugly, and sounds like Lord, help us, because we are tired. Givers do not mind getting dirty. Takers do not want to wrinkle their shirt. Givers make things happen. Takers watch things happen. Givers show up. Takers show out. Givers bring light. Takers bring excuses. And the beautiful part is this: God does not need you to be perfect. He just needs you to be willing. If you can drive, drive. If you can cook, cook. If you can sit quietly and listen, sit. If all you can do is show up with a smile and a prayer, show up. Just do something. Because when you do, God takes you a little bit and turns it into somebody else's miracle. Now, Paul, I know you have more questions lined up, so go on and hit me with the next one. I am warmed up now.
You are wound up, KG. Holy macaroni, spaghetti, and pasta vazul. Let's unravel some of that from that first question. Givers make things happen, takers watch things happen. Givers show up, takers show out. Wow. Man, oh man. They show up with a casserole, steel toe work boots, and a Bible verse they didn't get from Google. Praying is like having a gym membership and never going. It doesn't do any good. All right, being there for someone means being there for someone physically, emotionally, and practically. Great friends do not run from your depression. They crawl down in the dirt in the pit with you and they say, "Hey, scoot over, move over. I'll sit with you. I don't want you to sit alone." That's true friends. Wow, that's good stuff, KG. Holy mackerel. Yeah, while you're fired up, let's go to question 2. Man, I watch the Olympics. I love the Olympics. I love the stories behind them, KG. The champions, all the Olympic champions, Super Bowl champions recently, NCAA champions, right? They all talk about their season. And every one of them says they couldn't have done it alone. Now, there was a champion, a parent, a coach, a teammate, etc., in that athlete's corner in order for them to achieve those medals. KG, how can we explain that it is critical to take action to be a champion for someone else, not just for yourself?
All right, Paul, that's a great question, and it hits right in the locker room of real life. Every champion you ever hear talk, Olympic gold medalist, Super Bowl ring holder, and see a trophy polisher, they all say the same thing. They didn't do it alone. Nobody wins a championship with just a mirror and a motivational playlist. If that worked, it'd have 6 rings and a Grammy by now. Behind every champion is a whole support staff that never gets the camera time. There's a parent who drove a minivan like it was a team bus. A coach who yelled because they cared. A teammate who stayed late when everybody else went home. Somebody was
Mhm.
taping ankles, washing jerseys, picking them up when they got knocked down, and saying, "Get up, you're not done yet." Here's the part we miss in real life. Everybody loves the idea of having a champion in their corner, but not everybody wants to be the champion in somebody else's corner. We want the speech, not the sweat. We want the trophy, not the towel duty. Being a champion for someone else means you don't just clap when they win. You show up when they're losing. It means you don't just say, "You got this." You say, "Where do you need me?" It means sometimes you're not the star of the story. You're the person holding the flashlight so they can see where to step next. Think about it. Nobody ever won a championship because someone texted thinking about you. They won because somebody took action. Somebody stayed late. Somebody made a call. Somebody gave a ride. Somebody told the truth when it was uncomfortable. Somebody believed when the athlete called. Action is what turns encouragement into impact. Words are the pep talk. Action is the practice. Prayer is powerful, but sometimes you are the answer to the prayer. With a casserole, a ride, a phone call, or just your presence in the stands when it feels like nobody's watching. So how do we explain it? It's simple. Champions aren't just made by what they do for themselves. They are made by what others do with them. And real greatness is not just winning your own race. It's running alongside somebody else when their legs are about to give out. If you want to be a champion for someone else, don't wait for a spotlight. Grab a towel, grab a phone, grab some time, and get in the game. That's how championships are really built, one act of showing up at a time.
Wow. Holy mackerel. Kerry talked a lot about a lot of subjects there in that short amount of time. Let's unravel a couple of them, but man, share this, would you? He's so wisdom filled. It's just amazing. Everyone wants to be a champion in their own corner, but not everyone wants to be a champion in someone else's corner. Think about that. That is powerful. That's a truism. They want the speech, not the sweat. They want the trophy, not the towel duty. To serve and help someone else be great is the true measure of someone's success. Givers, wow. The action turns intention into impact. Think about that. Should be on a t-shirt. Take it from motive. Chris's brother Christian uses it as Division III football. Action turns intention into impact. Think about that. Unbelievable stuff. Kerry always wraps up the show too. But this is a powerful show. So please share it to all your friends. Let's hear what Kerry has to say about summarizing it.
You really listen to both of these questions. They point to the same truth. Nobody makes it through life alone, and nobody becomes great by accident. Real friends do not just offer kind words. They offer their time, their presence, and their hands. Champions do not rise because they are surrounded by applause. They rise because they are surrounded by people who are willing to show up, get involved, and stay when things get hard. Whether it is driving someone to an appointment, sitting with them in a hard season, or standing in their corner when they are tired and discouraged, action is what turns good intentions into real impact. Encouragement is powerful. Prayer is powerful, but love is proven when we move our feet and do something. So here is the challenge for all of us. Do not just look for someone to cheer for you. Decide to be someone who shows up for somebody else. Be the person who makes the call, who takes the time, who steps into the mess, and who stays in the fight with them. You never know. The small thing you do today might be the very thing that helps someone else win their next round. Thank you all for being part of this conversation. And remember, we do not just change lives with what we say. We change lives with what we are willing to do.
Wow, good stuff, KG. Unbelievable, man. You're great every week. You're a star of the show. And hope everybody pays attention and takes it to heart. Thanks for being you, KG. I love you, man. Thanks for watching the Good and Faithful Servant Show. This show is brought to you by Sandy Sansing Chevrolet. All thanks to all my great sponsors out there. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. And the message is powerful. So please share it. Stay tuned for these messages. So long, everybody. Have a great sports week. Talk to you soon.
When it comes to buying your next car, truck, or SUV, you need a team that puts you first. Here at the Sandy Sansing dealerships, we're proud to serve Pensacola and the Gulf Coast with the best selection, trusted service, and deals that work for your family. Just like great coaches build great teams, Sandy Sansing builds lasting relationships with every customer who walks through our doors. Because when it comes to finding your next vehicle, there's only one name to remember. Sandy Sansing can.
For 30 years, you have seen the orange Beck signs all over the Gulf Coast listing a property for sale or lease. Beck Partners is your trusted advisor in commercial real estate, property management, commercial and personal insurance. Senior Vice President David Valletto has been with Beck Partners since 1989. Take advantage of his wealth of knowledge by calling him today at 982-7352. 982-7352. Extensive experience in all aspects of leasing, sales, management, and site selection will make sure your expectations are exceeded.
My name is Steve Reynolds. I'm the manager and owner of Cordova Lanes, and we help keep your mind out of the gutter. Cordova Lanes is part of the community of Pensacola. Being here for 43 years, we've entertained more people than any other bowling center in the city. We self-fund for a living. Cordova Lanes is located at 2111 Airport Boulevard in Pensacola, behind Cordova Mall. Come on out and see us at Cordova Lanes Bowling Center. Thank you.
Arbitrium Consulting for all your fencing, landscaping, pressure washing, tree trimming needs. Call 850-483-0350 for your free estimates. Serving Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Navarre, Fort Walton, Destin, Perdido, Gulf Shores, Foley, and the entire Gulf Coast. Arbitrium Consulting is owner-operated, fully licensed and insured. Call today, 850-483-0350, the official landscaper of Coach's Corner.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on your home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Will Rentschler is your go-to agent in Pensacola, Florida for the service you deserve at the price that you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Will Rentschler has you covered. Call 850-433-4678 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Legal disclaimer, individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.